Hello, hey, Richard Blackstone here, and today have I got a treat for you. We're going to do what I call the Tadasana pose to cure your bad back. Now, does anybody out there have a bad back? I know that I did for years. And I started using this exercise combined with some other things, my nutrition, a lot of other stuff. But this physical thing I do has really helped me in my bad back. I call it my Tadasana cure, and it's a kind of a yoga pose that has really helped me to align my spine, and this combined with some other things that I'm going to talk about later for what I call the three-step process to actually cure your bad back have really helped, and basically I have no more bad back problems. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take a look at what I call the Tadasana pose for bad backs, and basically, when I got, I hadn't done a lot of yoga in my life, but about 5 years ago I got into a total wellness thing with my body. And so I found a yoga instructor, and she taught me some kind of critical things. And there's three things that really stand out to me when you do yoga. The first is your breathing, of course. Breathing is really important for yoga, and breathing is critical for this exercise too, but you don't have to get too uptight about it. Basically, I'll show you what you need to do as far as the breathing's concerned. But the things I want to tell you before we get started are, first of all, you take your breath in, and when you do that, you fill your diaphragm, which is, you're below your stomach here. So when you take an in-breath, you fill your diaphragm, it kind of pooches out. And then when you breathe out, that's when you stretch. And I'll tell you about that when we start the exercise. Okay, the second thing is that in yoga, it's really kind of neat to be one with your body. So while you're doing this yoga exercise, I want you to communicate with your body and kind of get into it. It may be a little uncomfortable at first, but as you do this more and more, you'll realize how important it is to talk to your body, to feel really one with your body, and talk to your spine. Feel it aligning and cheering it on, and you'll be amazed at how your body will respond to this communication that you'll develop. And as you do it more and more, and it's a very simple exercise, so you can do it every day, you'll see your body responding. And then the third critical rule that I find with yoga is that any good yoga pose you should be able to hold for 6 breaths. So that's what this exercise done. That's kind of how I developed it, and you'll see that as we go through it. So what I'm going to do is do the pose, and then you'll see how it's done. You can do it yourself. Like I say, it takes about a minute, maybe a little less, and you can do it anywhere. I do it when I'm done jogging, when I'm cooling down. I use the pose. I do it 2 or 3 times, and just, oh man, you feel so good. But if you're in your kitchen and you just feel like doing it, do it. If you're in your bedroom getting ready for bed or first thing in the morning, you just do it. Like I said, it takes less than a minute, and it'll really help you out. So let's go ahead and get into the pose, and then we'll talk about it after we're done. And this is how it starts. Oh, and by the way, did you see with the logo on my shirt? I don't know if you can catch it there, but it says, "Be the grandest version of the greatest vision ever you held about who you are." Now, isn't that cool? And this is kind of why I'm doing this, because I am the grandest version of the greatest vision ever I held about who I am. And so are you. Okay, so let's do it. I'm going to back up here a little so we can see how it's done. And basically, the mountain pose is like it's called the Tadasana, but it's also called the mountain pose because you're just like a mountain. You're rooted into the ground. You get your feet about shoulder width apart, root them into the floor, and then just stand real straight, and then bring your arms up to your side, and bring them to the top, and put them together like a church steeple, because when we get to the last part of the exercise, it kind of tries to pull your arms apart. So lock them together, lock your hands there. Okay, so we take our first breath, and like I said, you just fill your diaphragm. Okay, so your diaphragm's full, and basically just kind of where you started this, just breathe out, and then stretch maybe 20%. And this is what I call my 20% rule. So you stretch out about 20%, so you don't really feel a lot of stretch here. Okay, so you take in your second breath. So your diaphragm's full, and then you breathe out now. Now you're going to 40%. So you're stretching a little, but you're still not, you know, it's not like a hard stretch. Okay, third breath. You take your third breath in, feel your diaphragm. Okay, now when you breathe out, you're going to 60%. So you feel a little more stretch. You feel your arms kind of straightening out here, and you feel your back kind of pulling up a little. And when I get to this point, I like to think of there's a kind of a cord between my hands and the top of my head, and I'm kind of pulling my head up and my spine along with it. So we're at 60% now. So then our fourth breath. Okay, when you breathe out now, you go to 80% stretch. And so now you are kind of feeling it. You feel the alignment with your arms and your body. You feel this triangle pretty straight. You feel your spine going straight up to the ceiling. Now we're into our fifth breath. You take it in. Feel your diaphragm. And now when you breathe out, you're going to 100%. So you're all stretched out. Just stretch out, you know, just comfortable. Don't hurt yourself. Just stretch out 100%, how you feel 100% feels, and feel your spine coming up through the top of your head. Feel the alignment. Feel how in tune you are with your body. Now we'll take our sixth and last breath. You breathe it in. Feel your diaphragm, and when you bring it out this time, you go 120%. You stretch, and you just bring your hands out as far, you know, as high as you can, and then you bring them to your side. And as you're doing it, you're breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathe. You know, one of the things in yoga, you want to breathe out as much, expand all that air out of your diaphragm as much as you can, to the last bit, and that it really is important in the yoga thing. So then you got it all stretched out, and now you just kind of feel it, and God, you just feel so darn good. I mean, like I said, I do this 2 or 3 times after running, and oh man, you feel good. And, you know, like I said, if you're in your bedroom or something, you want to feel a little stretch to get you going during the day. Just do it anytime. See, that only takes about a minute, and it really does feel good. So it is a wonderful physical thing you can do to help your bad back. And if you want to learn more about my 3-step process to actually cure your bad back problems, then go to my website. It's called Tadasana Cure. I think you'll see it right below here. TadasanaCure.com. T-A-D-A-S-A-N-A, Tadasana Cure, C-U-R-E.com. So go there, check it out. It's a fantastic program. It's simple, just like this pose. Everything that I teach is simple. I'm here to be a source for you for total wellness in mind, body, and spirit. And so check out the TadasanaCure.com. My name again is Richard Blackstone. I am so honored to be here today. And as always, go out and live in love. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.